Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel Maple Love. My name is Heather and I just can't believe I just got a comment on one of my videos and she said congratulations, 982 subscribers. I just had to double check and that is exactly what I'm at the moment of filming this. It's been an amazing year of making these videos. I really enjoy doing it. But today I'm actually setting up my dining room table and my kitchen table. I just finished my dining room table, moved stuff around, so now I'm in my great room. So I've got my kitchen, the dining room area, and then my living room. So I've got another tree behind me. I actually have a total of 3 trees in my house this year. I've got the white one in my formal living room. I've got this one over here in my great room for this area of the house, and I have a purple tree in my day home this year. So I've got like all these, different trees I've been, decorating. So I'm making ornaments for the tree downstairs and the one in my main living room. So then behind me, I've got my Christmas village set up. So I will show that at the end of this video because you can see it behind me. So now I'm here in my kitchen, so I'm going to do my kitchen table. I'm just going to pan this around. I do have another table runner here, so I'm going to take this table runner and I think it will go okay with my dining room table until I either get a new one or get that one all clean. So just give me a minute. I'm just going to wash this table down and I'll be right back and ready to set it up. Okay, I've got my table all wiped off and I'm down to the wood part. This is the table that just a couple months ago was in boxes sitting in my garage, and my kids had to help me build it. So first things first is I'm putting down my tablecloth. I got this nice big one here. Oops. I really love redoing the display of my table like every month or so, especially for the seasons, but I like to do it about every month, just kind of change, whatever decorations I put out on the table. Now with having this table here, I get to do 2 tables, which I'm having a lot of fun doing because I can do 2 completely different things. They can complement each other, but they are just totally different. I'm just trying to make sure, because this table is actually it's high up, so it's the bar height, but it's not as long or as wide as my dining room table, so this tablecloth is quite big for this table. So I've got my tablecloth down, and then I'm going to put the plastic down. Love these plastics. I've got lots of them. This plastic's a little smaller. So I think this one here might be for the table that's like 4 to 6. So it's a little smaller than the other table ones that I have for my the other table. But it's just a little too small. I think I prefer to have it a little bit bigger because the way it comes down on the sides. I mean, we don't really use this table much. I mean, I only have 2 kids still living at home, so we don't really use the back 2 chairs as much as we probably would have. Just gotta center this again. Oops. And I see some food spilt on it. I thought I had wiped it all off, but she's sitting on the dark tablecloth, so I didn't see that until it goes on the white tablecloth, and then all the little marks, food drips all just kind of show up there. Got it wiped off again. So now for this one, I'm going to be using this table runner here. Got this a couple months back, Value Village. I paid about $8 for, but it's a Thomas Kincaid table runner, so it's got all these nice Christmas pictures. So it just fits perfectly across here. I'm just gonna move it up a little because like I said, we don't use the back chairs much. So I'm actually gonna not quite have it centered. I'm going to have it actually push more to the back a bit, but it's still centered, but it's just more room here than back there. I'll see how it looks when I put the, what is that, something sticky? When I put the placemats in place, and I'll put them down now. So I've got these nice ones I got from the dollar store. So I'll just put these down, and I'll just see how it looks having the table runner push more to the back. I might decide to actually center it. Let's see how it fits, how it looks. Well, one thing about table runners is some of the placemats do cover up the table runner, but that's okay. I don't mind. I'm just trying to center these. Okay, I can tell that there. My chairs are not, well, I have my table actually pushed more that way, so I got the two chairs actually centered with the window, but for people to get in and out, because I've got between here and there is the counter, so that I needed more room, so I've got the table pushed more this way. So it's gonna make my, the chairs and stuff look a little more off-centered, but that's okay. I just want the general look. I can probably just move the chairs more over one way, or I might push the table back the other way. I'll just see how it looks as I set this all up. And I said for this table, I'm using the black and white checkered chargers. Couldn't think of what they were called for a second. And this table has 4 chairs, and then the front ones were the bench. Actually, when we first got it, I was going to put the bench at the back, but the bench does not fit fully under the table as far as I thought it would. So I decided, and then we needed the more room to get past between the table and the couch. So it just made more sense to put the chairs at the back, because the way that the chair backs are tapered, because they come out toward the back, then it just made more sense to have the bench at the front. So now I'm just going to do the same thing I did before for the other table, and I've got my placemats here, or my placemats, napkins here. Just gonna fold them in half, or in half, and then half again, and then just take the napkin rings and just pull it through. Now on this one, because it doesn't have the decorative flower like the other ones have, I do like when they do kind of frail out a bit more. So I'm going to just do that with all of them. So it just kind of just depends on how you want to do your table, how decorative you want it, and for your napkins. So I like the idea for this one, so they're more spread out across the top. Here, I'm just going to move this down a little bit better so you can see what I'm doing. So I just take my I keep calling these placemats, just taking my napkin, I'm folding it in half, and then folding it in half again. And then I'm just taking where the corner is, where it's all the folded corners towards me and the open edges all up the top. And I just grab the napkin ring and I'm just sliding it through, and I pull over to the front, and I'm just kind of like pulling it out. So you get this, like, it looks like a seashell kind of a shape at the top. I'm just going to do that with all of these. They don't have to all be exactly the same or perfect. It's just on my table, so I'm not too worried about that they're all ironed or anything. Like, I do know these need to be ironed. I can tell the way that they're not folding perfectly. They've got all these extra creases in them from just being stored in the drawer of the china cabinet for probably almost a year. I think it's been since I've used these cream colored ones. So I'm just set those. I've got a couple extra. I'll just set those aside. So now the same thing for this table. I'm going to be using the 6 large dinner plates that match the other ones. But my saucers and bowls are going to be a different design. Just gotta reach and grab them. So my saucers are going to be the poinsettia, and my bowls got dog hair inside, and the bowls are, I've got the holly and the Christmas, you know, it's more like the Christmas berries and stuff. So I'm just going to do that to all of these. And without be off-centering the bowl, I'm going to line these all up. I just want to get my saucers all going the right way. So what I'm doing for my placement of my saucers is I've got the 3 poinsettias and then another poinsettia. So I'm putting the 3 poinsettias onto the left, and this one's going to the right. And this will be the other setting, which I will get to. Now, I didn't off-center the bowl. I like to get this all straightened out, and then I'm just going to slightly off-center the bowl, and then just tuck the placemat, or not the placemat, I keep calling them a placemat. I'm just going to tuck the napkin beside the bowl. So that's all I'm doing for all of them. And the napkin will actually be sitting on top of the 3 poinsettias. Just do that. And then I got the final setting here. And then for here, because, where'd they go? Sorry, I've got Christmas baking all over my island, so I'm trying to use, you know, my whole kitchen is full. So because I only have 10 of these left, I'm just going to be putting them on the back, you know, on the 2 side ones, and I'm going to put them on the 2 back ones. I'm not going to put them on the front 2 at the moment. No, I'm not going to, I just don't have enough at the moment, so I'm just short 2 cups. That's okay, because I might just do it to these ones here. My son and my daughter each have their own cups anyway, so I'll probably put his mug with his spot and her mug at her spot. I'm just going to grab the water glasses. And same thing, I'm going to use the exact same ones that match out there. So I'm just going to put one there, and one there, and there, and here. There, and oh, this one didn't get one there. So there is my table. It's kind of almost all set up. I just have to run to the dining room to get the rest of the stuff, so I will be right back. Okay, now I've just got this large floral arrangement. I'm going to put that in the center of this table. Going to center it with the center of the picture on the table runner. Then I've got these candlesticks, and I put the Santa candles in them. So I'm going to put one there, and I'm going to put one over here. And then I have my napkin holder with the salt and pepper shaker all in one little thing. So I'm going to set that here. And I have my, oh, there it is. My utensil holder, I'll just put it here. I'll have to add some more cutlery to that one. Just going to put that there. I'll change these out. Right now I have some flowered ones that were from Mother's Day, so I'll be changing those out to Christmas ones. Right now the color of them actually match the napkins, so it's okay for the moment. What else am I missing putting on here? So I've got I know there was something else that I was gonna put on here that I had. Oh, there it is. Okay, this. I have this fancy little bowl here. I always forget about it. It always sits in my china cabinet. It just kind of, you know, the handle kind of collapses like this, and it just sits inside all the other bowls in my china cabinet. So it's got the handle, but it's got Santa and 4 reindeer on it. So all I'm going to do is just going to move this back just a little more. I'm just going to set this right here. Hold the flowers, just covering the handle a bit. And I'm just going to throw in these candy canes. Cheap, inexpensive decoration for Christmas or any season is just a bowl of seasonal candy. So Christmas, it's usually candies or other little round Christmas chocolates or other little chocolates, anything like that, or candy canes. Then I said for any time of the year, just a bowl of candy is just a simple way to just add some interest to your table. Okay, so look at that. I've now got my kitchen table set up for Christmas. Just gonna bring the bench back because I am tripping on it because it's laying behind me and I just keep crashing into it. Okay, so I've got my kitchen table all set up. So I'm just going to take this off of the stand for a second so you can see a better view of how it is all set up and ready for Christmas. And then right here is my Santa village that I had bought. All these pieces are from the dollar stores. The train is from a local liquidation place we have. Bought that a couple years ago. But all the other pieces all came from Dollar Tree or Dollarama. And last year, one of my videos, I showed you how I spray painted them all this color. I forget the exact color that this was. I cannot think of the color. I knew last year what my color scheme were. I know I did a lot of rose gold and copper. And then I had this really interesting, looks like a vintage pink. It's going to bug me not being able to remember the color. So I spray painted all the houses last year in that color because that was my color scheme last year, but I really still like them in this pink. So I've decided to just keep them in the pink. And then to make my, I'm just going to move this so you can see, to make my skating rink, and it's very simple. This is just it's just a piece of cardboard cut down and covered with tin foil. It just makes a very simple, easy skating rink. I'm just trying to find all the pieces that were on the skating rink. I don't remember. There was another couple. Oh, there they are. And there should be another kid falling. There we go. I've got all my pieces set back up. I'll be able to see. Okay, there we go. So there is my piece. I'm going to see if my train will, if I can get this to turn on with one hand. Sometimes I can do it, sometimes I can't. There we go, see? So there's the train going around the village. And then over here is my other tree. This tree, I think is, I believe it between 6 and 7 feet. I don't know exactly. But what we do to keep our trees elevated because of kids and pets is it's just sitting on a end table. And so what we do to secure it so it doesn't fall with the kids or pets is it's actually just duct tape. So I just, all the parts of the tree holder, whatever it's called, tree stand, we just tape it down securely with duct tape. And then you put the tree skirt on top and nobody knows that it's got duct tape holding it in place. But it just kind of gives your tree elevated an extra couple feet. It also makes it easy if I just pan under here. You can see the edge of the couch. So then all my first level of my tree branches are actually above the cushion, so like where your armrest is on the couch. So you can actually still sit down on the couch and not really get, you know, hit too badly with the trees. Okay, so I just wanted to again just thank everybody for watching and subscribing to my channel. I'm just so close at 1,000. I don't believe it. I've got like no words on how fast that has happened. But again, just thank you to everybody who's watching and subscribing and liking my videos, and I will definitely see you in my next video. Bye.